This news story was produced by Cogeco North Bay News. To watch the full newscast, tune into channels 12 or 700 live at 5:30 p.m. Monday to Friday. Welcome to this Tuesday edition of Cogeco North Bay News, a truly local television. My name is Clarke Heipel. We are live at 5:30. It is a compromise yet to be decided upon. The latest motion from North Bay City Councillor Jeff Saran to adjust the start times of council meetings in the summer has been sent back to committee for more discussion. All the debate was captured live on Cogeco TV Monday night.
We had inadvertently stopped Cogeco from being able to properly broadcast, which was allowing the residents to have an alternate way of viewing council meetings.
I brought a motion that had the intent of the original motion with the compromise with Cogeco so that we could do a 6:30 start during the summertime. We would start our committee meetings, which viewers at home, with Cogeco viewers at home, have been able to see the community, our committee meetings during the summertime. So the motion, the original motion, which we inadvertently left for the start time was supposed to be 6, it left Cogeco from broadcasting our regular meeting. So this was the compromise we talked about. What had happened today, so I brought the motion forward. There was an amendment to it to put it back to committee. Committee is going to be reviewing policies and procedures and how we do meeting times, and it's going to be looked at. But I thought we already were dealing with it. It's for the summertime. Cogeco was back tonight, which we're really happy to have Cogeco back. It affected only one meeting left of this summer, but it took care of it for next summer. So we don't have to, because we don't know what's going to happen in those meetings coming up. But council's decided upon it. I respect the decision. I did ask Councillor Marousas, who said we had this motion backwards, why he didn't bring this up 6 weeks ago. He said he only thought about it at that exact time. Didn't give us enough time to look at my seconder to see before he moved it forward. So that's why I asked for it to be a recorded vote. So for the people at home, they're still going to be reviewing it. Hopefully, in the wisdom of the group that's going to meet to review these things, they're going to see that a 6:30 start for the summertime is beneficial not only to the regular meetings but to the committee meetings.
What's going to happen here is you're now going to have individual people who are going to say, what, you expect us to come here at 6:30 and wait an hour maybe, or 15 minutes or half an hour before I make a presentation to council? So, you got it backwards.
The 6:30 start time is perfect. That way we're going to be able to get coverage after your news, and it's a convenient time. And we are talking about the summer schedule now. So, but let's face it, the council meeting is the priority meeting. The committee meeting is not, but the council meeting is a priority meeting, and that's when the public likes to come and make presentations. So it strikes me that what we should do is start the council meeting at 6:30. Everybody knows then they can come and do their presentations. And then when we're done, then we can go into committee.
There was a recorded vote to decide whether or not to send this issue back to committee. The vote was tallied 6 yes, 4 no, 1 absent. During that yes-no vote, Councillor Derek Sjogren added his 2 cents.
Councillor Sjogren?
Because what Councillor Marousas said made no sense, no.
It should have been an easy compromise. And again, I don't know what the, people want to think about it a little bit more, I guess, is what was said last night. But on July 11th, when it had virtually unanimous approval to go to this committee right to council meeting, not a word about it. But when we flipped a half an hour, I don't know, maybe, people don't want to stay an extra half hour on a Monday night. Again, it came out of nowhere, and yeah, definitely a little frustrating, but we'll move on. That's, the General Government Committee, which I sit on, is going to look at it, so I'll certainly be putting my 2 cents into it.
North Bay Mayor Al McDonald does his best to clarify the whole situation.
Originally, it was a councillor wanted to move the time down to save some money, and unfortunately, it caused an issue at Cogeco, and Cogeco is a wonderful community partner, so we tried to correct it. So they brought another motion back, but instead of going back and forth and confusing the public between 6:30, 7, 6:30, and then back to 7 for the sake of one meeting, Councillor Marousas actually asked for it to go to committee, and what that does is allow allows us to work with our community partners, work with the public to say, hey, if we do 6:30 right across the board and we do Tuesdays so that our public has a more of an opportunity to find out what's on council, our council members have more time to ask questions of what's on council, then I think if we can do it in a strategic way where everybody feels part of the process, I think that's wise. But just to say, well, next week we're going to do 6:30 and the week after that we're going to do 7. And by the way, if you're going to present at council, we don't know what time you're going to present. It could be at 7:30, it could be 8 o'clock. It's best that we just think it out and have it well planned out. We have to do the procedural bylaw anyways. So that is all part of it. When I spoke with Cogeco and Joey, he mentioned that 7 o'clock is fine for the last meeting. So I think it's worked out well. When I spoke with Cogeco, they actually liked 6:30 because you go from your final news, and I'll give you a big plug. Your 6 o'clock news is your top program, and that way, if people are tuning into the news, they can stay right on, and council will start right after it.
Amid all the uncertainty, one thing is for certain: the last summer meeting of North Bay City Council will be live on Cogeco TV before it goes back to the fall and winter times and dates. August 22nd, meeting of council live on Cogeco TV at 7 p.m. and then the Labor Day break and then the regular fall and winter schedule for council, the weekly meetings live on Cogeco TV at 7 p.m. on Monday. If you are interested in watching Cogeco North Bay News, you can become a subscriber by calling 1-800-267-9000.